Dear ITC friends, today I thought of making a video for our YouTube channel about sound editing, because I realized that some people have difficulties in editing sound, and to edit sound is often important because often the voices are not clear. They might be clearer or not clear, and so on. When I speak of voices, let me again emphasize that I never speak of voices obtained through radio scanning or through a background acoustic support with radio emissions or with whatever, human voices, because that's far too complicated and far too inducive to pareidolia, that is acoustic delusion. So when I speak of voices, I speak of voices obtained under the most possible controlled conditions, therefore without human voices in the environment, acoustic or otherwise. So I chose today 2 or 3 examples, a couple of them from my friend Guillermo Campos, about whom I wrote a report because he came here to visit me, and immediately after that he started having results. This report is published in the ITC Journal website. You can read it if you have not yet done so. And when Guillermo started receiving voices at the beginning, sorry about the mobile phones, at the beginning the voices were rather low, because perhaps he recorded, his recorder was too far from the radio. He used the same frequencies I do and received Rio do Tempo voices in the same frequencies, I presently receive the voices, which is 11,178 kilohertz. So Guillermo used these frequencies and he started receiving direct radio voices, very interestingly in Portuguese, from communicators who identified themselves as Rio do Tempo and who spoke in Portuguese. So why did this happen? We don't know. But we suppose that there was this connection through my own house and my own voices, if I can call them my own, because they are not mine. They are Rio do Tempo who speak here at my house and now also at Guillermo's house. So I deliberately chose a file where you can look at it, and there is almost no sound in it. There is sound, but it is so low that, as you can see, the wave is very, very small, the sound wave. This is a much longer file, which we are not going to listen to, but I have chosen here a piece where it says É do Tempo. It's from Tempo, Rio do Tempo. And I will amplify that for you. This one does not need editing, only amplification. And you will see, I use SoundForge because that's what I use. I've always used SoundForge. But what I say applies to Adobe Audition or to other sound editing programs. So let's see here. Let's see if there is enough volume. You have heard o tempo. It's rather clear. Because there is no noise. There is no background noise. If there is no noise, the voices are much clearer, but are much lower. Why? Because the voices are formed with the environmental extant noise. So let's now, this is a very easy procedure, amplify o tempo. What do? We go to, I normally use normalize, because the normalize, instead of increasing the volume, balances the frequencies, but it's about the same thing. So I'll go to normalize, I'll scan the levels. As you can see, it's minus 39 decibels, and I will normalize it to, let's say, 6. Okay. I have a problem. I am noise sensitive, so I can't stand too loud noises, but if you want, you increase it. Now let's listen to it. Let's cut what it says that we cannot understand, because this o tempo is about the clearest of this file. O tempo, it is tempo, Rio do tempo. That's how Rio do tempo often speak about themselves. Here there is nothing else to do. Why? Because we already understood the message. We just had to amplify, to normalize, and that's it. So I'll show you another file also from Guillermo. We say no, because what do? When I want to, I always save the files, one the original, where I normally write original next to the title, and another one slightly edited, because I never edit my files too much, because that distorts the voices also. So we say we don't want to save changes, because we want to keep the original. If we want to save the changes, we say yes, and then we save this file under another name, and you put, for instance, in this case, normalized or edited, whatever you want to put it. So I suppose I have here okay. And then there is another file also recorded by Guillermo Campos, who has become a very interested and very diligent ITC operator. He has a posture that I very much praise and admire, because I think it's the correct one. And he never gives up. Maybe he doesn't get voices for a couple of months. All of us go through that process. I had once in my life when I didn't get voices for 2 years. It's in one of my books. And I still turned my radios on the days that I had agreed with Rio do Tempo. So I have written here that this is another file, original, as I received it from Guillermo. They also sometimes they speak to me at Guillermo's house, or other times they say Guillermo. So there is kind of a fusion here between Guillermo and myself, and Rio do Tempo, of course. So 27, no, it will be here. What it says I can no longer remember, but I will find out. So, yeah. Somos mortos. We can perhaps, this is more difficult to edit, but we will do it. So we will copy it. We check how we recorded it in 24 bits. We go file new. We want it 24 bits, otherwise it will tell you that it can't take it, of course. and it's not 48, this is 44. Okay. Let's see if I manage to emphasize this information that the voice is told. Somos mortos, we are the dead. Okay, so what do we do first? We normalize, obviously, because it's too low. 27, let's make it a little. When we normalize, obviously we will also increase the noise. This is more difficult to, I have not done it before the video. I didn't do it because I had no time, but let's see, now I'll go to noise reduction and I will capture noise print and then preview. It has to be done like this, and then select all data and then OK. And let's see how it comes. Mortus, true. This is less clear. Why is it less clear? Because it has much more noise than the other file. 12, let's see. Mortus. We can also do several things here. We can make it a little bit slower. I'm doing this too so that you see what I do. Let's put it a little slower, so as you can see it stretches. And now we copy it, we can put it in, it's already, isn't it? I think so, I can't remember. Anyway, Mortus. This is, as you can see, very clearly constructed with the noise. In this case, the radio noise. And must emphasize again that Guillermo's frequencies are the same as mine, and they have no emissions or anything. They are for state, reserved for state use. So let's see if another noise reduction is okay or not, or if it distorts. Too small perhaps, the sample, but we'll try. Well, okay, we can also raise it again. I don't know the level now. Okay, 3. We soften. No, this is not true. No, we soften here at the beginning. Oh God, sorry. Let's see. Make it a little softer. I always do this because I prefer. It's easier to listen to the information. Mortus, it's not very clear, but I believe it's what it says. And we can still do another thing, which is we go here and not time stretch, no, sorry, here, enhance or smooth. In this case, what do we want? Smooth, of course, it makes a softer sound. Maybe if we enhance the frequencies, we have to do this by trial and error and trial. Try, and if it doesn't work, you do it differently. More or less. Okay. So we don't want to save this. Let's listen to the whole file without... Somos, I think it's understood even by people who do not speak the language. This is Portuguese. Somos mortos, we are the dead. And let's go, sorry, no, I've done so many things I forgot what I did. This is the whole file, okay. I think this is the... Somos mortos. perhaps even clearer in the initial file because it has less noise. The moment you raise the volume, you will also raise the background noise. So it's perhaps clearer without any editing. And Guillermo has other things, I don't remember now. Let's go back and back and back. And now I forgot where it is. I think I have lost it, but I have it here. So, and he has more information. So it's already open and I couldn't see it. Anyway, yes, I cut this little bit. So it says also 137, I do not know what it says. I know I listened to it and made here a little note. Ridu temp you can hear. Somos nós, you heard. Okay, in Ridu tempo we could edit it, but let's hear, because we don't have so much time, just raise the amplitude and see if we can understand it better. It's very low, so I can't stand too loud noises, but let's put it like this. Redo temp without editing. I mean, no noise reduction, nothing. No noise reduction. It's just the original and normalized, which means raise the volume with the slight balancing of the frequencies. Okay, and so we say no. I still had here another file. With this one I recorded some time ago, and it's a different type of sound. Mortus. Mortus, dead. Estamos, we are. Perto, close, near. Do céu, the heaven. So let's do a little bit of noise reduction, okay, and see how it comes. Mortos, estamos perto do céu. This happened to come to my hands today. I didn't pick it up, just I was dealing with files because of the video today, and I found this one and I thought the content is very good. Mortos. Mortos. Mortos, estamos, we are, perto do céu, the heaven. We cut this little bit here, it has nothing, so we just cut it. Mortos, estamos perto do céu. So this is very beautiful, and I wanted to finish it with it. Thank you, everybody. We will do more videos, hopefully, and I hope you enjoyed this. I think it's too little time, but there is no more time, and that's what we could do in 20 minutes. Thank you all.